Ah, you think Pokemon is your ally? You merely adopted the Pokemon. I was born in it, molded by it. Hello folks, this is Chrizmaniac bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Now this battle is against a guy I found on Facebook by the name of Baksard, and this guy, he likes dark and ghost type Pokemon the best. And props to you, man, me too. That's my favorite typing of all Pokemon. So in the future, in my future battles, you'll see more dark and ghost type Pokemon because those are my favorite types. Anyways, I sent out my Venusaur because I know that no one in this team doesn't like Sleep Powder, but that Malamar afraid of its Choice Scarf and its possible Cycle Cut, I switch out because it's super effective against me. But he goes for Hypnosis on his Malamar, which was really like, wow. I didn't know. Well, I guess it makes sense Malamar has a Hypnosis. Like, who would think like a squid doesn't have Hypnosis, like a dark psychic squid? Anyways, I go into my Gyarados, which is a mistake because that thing has Contrary. And it boosts his attack with Intimidate, but that doesn't really matter because my Gyarados walls this thing like a boss. My Gyarados does what any Impish defensive max HP, max defense Gyarados does, while physical attackers. Anyways, he goes for another superpower, which is fine. Doesn't really hurt my Gyarados that much. His attack raises and his defense raises, and I roar him right out, and he loses all his boosts. Anyways, in comes the most scary Pokemon in my team, this Nidoking. This Nidoking has the coverage to destroy my entire team. Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, what's it called? Earth Power, Sludge Wave. That Pokemon, that Nidoking would destroy my entire team. I'm lucky he switched it out right here and sent his Malamar out. But this is not a good matchup for me, for my Venusaur, because of that thing's possible Cycle Cut. So I don't switch out here, but he goes for Hypnosis again, and that's really not good, man, because you shouldn't break Smogon's Sleep Claws. He made a mistake there. He told me in chat that that was a misclick. Anyways, I Sleep Powder his Malamar, and that's good. Now I get to Leech Seed to do anything what I want with my Venusaur with it. Anyways, I suck nutrients out of that Malamar, and then he withdraws it, and in comes his Nidoking, this big threat. I don't have my Mega Venusaur out right now, so I can't resist his Flamethrower, so I switch out into my Aegislash, and that's really stupid of me, so I switch out again into my sleeping Tyranitar, and I set the Stand Stream just to take any move that this thing attacks me with, and he goes for Earth Power, which is really painful. Sheer Force boosted Life Orb Earth Power, super effective Earth Power, and I don't want to stay in with that, so I'm just juggling back and forth with my Pokemon because, wow, this thing is just forcing a lot of switches. He predicts that nicely and takes out my Gyarados right away. And it's a rare day when my Gyarados goes down. This baby doesn't really get KO'd that much, and you know it's bad when my Gyarados gets KO'd. Anyways, in comes my Blastoise, my Mega Evolution in my party. And got the Mega Evolves! Yeah! Mega Blastoise looks so cool. It has just huge cannons on it. And I think that's really cool. Anyways, this is my Max Blastoise with Waterfall because I got a Rash, a Squirtle. So I'm like, hey, why not just put Waterfall on it? Instead of just pure special attacking moves, just to hit the special walls. Anyways, I Dark Pulse this Sleeping Malamar and that thing goes right out. I'm hit by Sandstorm a bit. And in comes his Lucario, and this is really good because I can just blast this thing away with the Aura Sphere. He switches out, strangely enough, and goes into his Aegislash, which is a very good switch on his part because he knows that I'm not going to Dark Pulse in this turn. Anyways, he goes for a Swords Dance, thinking that he can survive a Dark Pulse, and does he survive a Dark Pulse from my Blastoise, which is boosted Mega Launcher? And no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, right, just because it's a crit. That crit probably mattered because Aegislash is bulky as heck in defensive form. Anyways, in comes his other big threat in this team, which is his Scraggy, or Scrafty, and that almost takes it out. He goes for Dragon Dance, and I'm like, okay, I can just knock this thing out with another Aura Sphere, right? And he goes for Rest, and I'm like, oh damn, this is the Shed Skin set of Scrafty. So I'm like just hoping that he's not gonna wake up right here with his shed skin, but he does, and he gets off a Drain Punch in my Blastoise. And just look at how bulky Mega Blastoise is. My Blastoise doesn't have any HP, any defense investment. He only has maximum HP investment. But damn, my Blastoise is bulky, so he can take a whole bunch of hits, even from a +1 Scrafty, which is probably max attack. So Mega Blastoise is a Mega Evolution that I highly recommend because of its rapid spinning and its offensive qualities. Anyways, my Blastoise and his Scrafty are just dancing around the battlefield right now. He's just trying to beat my Blastoise down. But my Blastoise survives with 19 HP, which is really good. And I finally get to take out that Scrafty. So that was a good tussle between Blastoise and Scrafty. But my Blastoise came out in the end. Anyways, he goes for Bullet Punch, trying to knock out my Blastoise, but nope, I survive. And because I resisted, and I just flat out take that Lucario out with super effective Aura Sphere, which is boosted my Mega Launcher. Anyways, in comes this big threat, and it finishes me off with a Sludge Wave. And my Blastoise did really good this match. Get back into your Pokeball. Anyways, in comes my other Candle starter in my team, which is my Nidoking, and he goes with he actually a Fire Blast, and my Nidoking, my Venusaur just takes that because he is max HP, max special defense, and I can put this thing to sleep. So Philippines is just being a champ, just taking Fire Blasts. That's sheer force boosted and that's super effective. Anyways, so Giga Drain the Nidoking, and I'm hoping that thing stays asleep long enough so I can just knock it right out. And nope, it just wakes up again next turn and destroys my Venusaur with a Fire Blast. So that sucks. That thing is just ripping apart my entire team. In comes my shiny Aegislash. Took me a whole week to get this guy, but it's too bad that it only has 2 HP IVs, and because of that, that Earth Power just takes my Aegislash right out. So in comes my Tyranitar, and he goes for another Earth Power, and my Tyranitar goes down too. So four my Pokemon have been taken out by this Nidoking. This Nidoking is such a big threat. And in comes my what's it called? Scolipede, and I hit it with a Rock Slide because I hadn't put Earthquake in this guy before the battle. I was so close to putting Earthquake in this guy, but nope, I didn't. I got the lucky flinch. I'm hoping to flinch this guy to death. I'm hoping. That's because that's my only chance of bringing down this Nidoking. And he switches out, fortunately enough, and he goes into Banette, which is his Mega of his team. And props to you for using Mega Banette, man, because like hardly anyone uses Mega Banette in OU, and they would get away with it using it like really good. And you can see how this guy uses his Mega Banette, because when it's Mega, it has Prankster, right? So anyways, my Scolipede and his Mega Banette are just fighting in the battlefield. He Mega Evolves, and he lets his Crisp Energy out with the zippers just open. And he goes for a Shadow Sneak, which locks me into a false sense of security, because I'm just gonna finish this Banette right off. And then I go for a Swords Dance because I want to sweep the rest of this guy's team, possibly, if I get through this Banette. And more after turn effects with Sandstorm, and my Black Sludge, and my Speed Boost. And then he uses Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond would just take my Scolipede right out, and my chances of winning this match too, because when that Banette dies, my Scolipede gets right out. So yeah, that's the match, folks. Anyways, good game, Baksard. I hope we could battle again later on. Anyways, I hope you folks enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you all next time.